On June 30th, at exactly 3 p.m. local time, the Chinese government took home 10 world records for building the $6.7 billion Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link. The link is made up of a massive suspension bridge and an underwater tunnel, but the records weren't for the longest bridge or the deepest tunnel. They were comically specific. For example, try to decode this world record. Widest repeatedly foldable M-shaped water stop, used in the final joint of an immersed tube tunnel, 3 meters or 9.8 feet. There are 9 other records like this, and you need an engineering degree to decipher them. Zhongshan is a Chinese city popular for its rich cultural heritage. Shenzhen, on the other hand, is a technology hub dubbed the Chinese Silicon Valley. Both of these cities are located in southern Guangdong province, on the opposite sides of the Pearl River Delta, where it flows into the waters of the South China Sea. In the past, if someone from Zhongshan wanted to travel to Shenzhen, it would take them 2.5 to 3 hours by car. But the Chinese government said, "I think I can fix that." And they did. After 7 years of construction that began in 2017, today, with the construction of the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Bridge, that journey is reduced to only 20 to 30 minutes. The total length of the link is 31 miles or 50 kilometers. It starts with a short bridge on the Shenzhen side that connects to the east artificial island. The island dives underwater to a 6.8 kilometer or 4.2 miles tunnel that ends at the west artificial island and connects to the longest section of the bridge, measuring 22.5 kilometers or 14 miles in length, with 15.5 kilometers or 9.6 miles suspended over water. In each direction of the bridge tunnel link, there are 4 lanes with a maximum speed of 100 kilometers per hour or 60 miles per hour. And with this mega project, the Chinese government boasted of clearing 10 world records. While 2 of them are pretty straightforward, like the records of the highest bridge deck, 91 meters or 299 feet, or the highest navigation clearance for a sea bridge, others are downright funny. Like largest steel bridge deck with hot mix epoxy asphalt paving, 378,800 meters squared or 4 million square feet. Or largest span for a fully offshore steel box girder suspension bridge, 1,666 meters or 5,466 feet. You can pause the video and check out the full list of records here, but we'll just move along to the more important stuff, like widespread criticism of the project, saying China is just using the link to make a bold statement. The coast of the Pearl River Delta is one of the most densely populated areas in the world. For decades, China has been trying to develop its Greater Bay Area, or GBA, which is home to 68 million people and covers an area of 21,800 square miles. 11 big cities are dispersed throughout the area, including Hong Kong, Macau, Zhongshan, and Shenzhen. For a few years now, China has been trying to link the 9 cities in the 2 distinct administrative regions to build something akin to a megalopolis. This way, their GBA super city will be able to compete on a global scale thanks to its interconnectedness. Bringing these 2 cities together means connecting the tech capital of China, home to multi-billion-dollar corporations like Tencent and drone maker DJI, and the people on the other side of Pearl River. In fact, at the start of this project, that's how Shenzhen began lobbying. At the start of the 2000s, Shenzhen wanted the current world's longest bridge, located just 20 miles away from Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link, connecting Hong Kong, Zhuhai and Macau, to include a Y-shaped design. Their hope was to have one of the extensions connect to Shenzhen. However, the city's lobbying efforts were in vain, and China went with a single Y-shaped design. Then, in 2008, talks about a separate link connecting Shenzhen to Zhongshan emerged. It was first unveiled at the start of 2011 when the Guangdong government proposed its 12th 5-year plan. But after being open on June 30th earlier this year, congestion and problems quickly arose. And that reminded us of a CNN article posted last year that talked about the possible problems of building the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link. They believe the bridge was just a political statement for the Chinese government, trying to subsume Hong Kong Kong, a former British colony, and Macau, a former Portuguese colony, into a unified Chinese identity. And it wouldn't be the first time they did something like this. The Belt and Road Initiative, which earned China a lot of brownie points on the world stage, is actively criticized by experts, saying the Chinese government is issuing extravagant loans so big that the smaller African nations can't even hope to repay. According to Professor Zhigua He from the University of Chicago, the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Link will undoubtedly cut travel times between the two cities. But at the same time, Zhongshan will not get nearly the same number of visitors as Shenzhen. Especially when compared to Shenzhen, Zhongshan offers very few incentives for tourists to visit. And while Chinese officials claim that the link would have traffic jams and congestion because so many people would want to use it, we'll have to point out similar statements made in 2018 about the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. Even though this $20 billion mega project connected the gambling hub Macau to the leading financial center of Hong Kong, as well as the city of Zhuhai, it failed to draw traffic. In 2019, 1 year after opening, they averaged around 4,000 trips per day, according to Hong Kong's transport department. While some would argue that this is because people speak different versions of Chinese and they drive on opposite sides of the road, we'd like it to the Channel Tunnel. Just like in China's example, these are also two different countries. They speak different languages and drive on opposite sides of the road, and yet the Channel Tunnel averages around 8,000 vehicles a day, double the traffic of the longest bridge in the world. So why would the Shenzhen-Zhongshan Bridge be any different? According to some proponents of the bridge, it will help level the two sides of the continent, meaning we could see people from Shenzhen buying properties in Zhongshan where house prices are much lower, but you still be just a 20-minute drive away from downtown Shenzhen. Also, we need to talk about some of the cool features of the bridge tunnel link. First off, this is the only underwater expressway interchange and airport interchange in the world, connecting Shenzhen Baoan International Airport, the third busiest airport in China with 37 million passengers in 2019. The tunnel also has a revolutionary firefighting and horizontal smoke exhaust pipe system. In the event of a fire inside the tunnel, this system will allow safe evacuations using the network of interchangeable undersea tunnels. Meanwhile, 14 robots will be patrolling the tunnels to monitor the pipes and cables that enable the tunnel's smooth operations. In the case of a car accident inside the tunnel, the lights on the side that are usually green will turn red. This is part of the Chinese color-coded tunnel system. Then the robots will have the ability to detect it and begin redirecting traffic by using the tunnel's built-in loudspeakers. As cars move away from the scene of the crash and towards the nearest evacuation point, the lights will go from red to yellow to green, indicating drivers are moving in the right direction. As all of this is happening, cameras film the accident and transmit it to a control center for further examination. But what do you think about this revolutionary expressway? Is it just another lavishly expensive mega project, or is it intended to make transport easier? Tell us in the comments down below. Now, here's another video mega project enthusiasts enjoyed watching. Bye for now.